So there was a memorial today for the two little boys who were murdered last week. 5-year-old Zita Zulu and his 6-year-old cousin Siamo Rabanye were found mutilated and dumped in two separate spots in Soweto last week. Now today 2 people have been arrested. In fact, they were arrested last night, but we got to hear about it today. This in connection with the killings. One of those arrested is a close relative of one of the little boys. Let's speak now to Melusi Hlatshwayo, a Community Protection Forum Secretary in Soweto. Melusi, thank you so much for joining us. I wonder if you could just first start by giving us your response to the news of these 2 arrests and telling us whether this is due to the community coming forward and providing potential leads to the police.
Oh, yes. There was a team that was established by the Provincial Commissioner of the Police in Gauteng, Lieutenant Elias Mawela. And he had his task team that was actually investigating on this case here, and then they are still investigating on the case here. And then they have me and Obabunkosi on patrolling as well to actually lead the patrolling in terms of the search. So now it seems like something came up while we're actually searching. It is indeed that there are 2 people that are already arrested, and then they're arrested, they're taken for questioning, and then they'll be appearing in court in Pretoria by Friday. So now, how did we actually get this here is that we just got a tip-off as a CPF, and on that tip-off, we were told that there was an evidence that was actually found at the child's house. Actually, I'm talking about the child where the house where the child actually died. So now they found an evidence there of a bag that had things in it that were suspicious. I'm talking things like maybe say clothes that had blood stains on them, and then some of the evidence was actually thrown outside the yard, and then there were kids on the streets there. So now that evidence, when it was found, the team that was actually formed, it was alerted, hence we got an alert as CPF as well. So we quickly rushed there to the scene. So now what we could actually see at the scene there, we just saw the bags that they're actually using for investigating. We call them evidence bag. We just saw those evidence bag there. There was much more evidence in those bags there. But the unfortunate part of the CPF is that we couldn't see what's in the bag, but we could see there was evidence in the bag there. So yeah, they are actually taken. There is indeed one of the family members that has already been arrested, and it's not only her, but then it's only another one which is suspected that it should be maybe say his boyfriend or her husband, because they are a couple.
Right. So obviously, as you say, they're going to be in court on Friday. Then, of course, we will get to know the names and the direct relationship to one of the little boys. At this point, of course, we cannot disclose that. But I wonder if you can tell me, was the community shocked? I would imagine everyone in the community knows exactly who it is, such is the nature of people talking in a community. Is the community shocked by the news that a relative of one of the boys has actually been arrested in connection with the crimes?
Indeed, the community, it is actually shocked. It is shocked that they never thought that they would actually be sitting with somebody who actually could commit such things. It's the kids as well, they're actually horrified. So now even kids now, they are so scared to even walk on the very same street where they actually the suspects are staying. They can't even walk on those streets because now they're so scared. I was actually with one of the survivor kids there. I went to him just to give him a hug, just to console him and let him know that we are there for him as a CPF. And believe you me, that child is so scared. He just told me that, "Uncle, I just want you to lock the gate for me. Please just close the door so we can talk inside, because I'm scared to go outside." So you can tell that even the kids are so scared. The parents are so scared, if not scared, but they are way too angry as well.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Talk to me about what you think the motive might be. And also let's stress, of course, that these arrests, innocent until proven guilty, we simply don't know. We've seen quick arrests before, and then it comes to nothing. So let's bear that in mind, of course. But at this stage, yes, what is the sense that you're getting, if anything at all, on what might have motivated not only this double murder, but that these children were mutilated as well?
I think the motivation on this issue here is that it's been said that kids are being used for moti, and then kids would actually be killed for body parts and be sold maybe to whoever who has actually asked for those body parts, because it seems like it's a business now. But then obviously we don't know who commits this and where do they come from, and then their positions, who they are. And then that's what I can say in regards to that. At the moment, whatever information we have is what we have at the moment. Until Friday, then we'll have a full information, yes.
You mentioned that the CPF Community Policing Forum, clearly very active in the area. You're doing patrols. The police are also very active in the area at the moment, but we know that the police have about half the amount of people they should have, so they can't stay in full force in your part of Soweto. So talk to me about what you think needs to happen to make this area safer for children, because after all, these boys were taken very close to their homes. It's not like they'd gone off wandering, am I right?
Yes, it's true. Because of a number of police that we have in our police station, that is Moroka Police Station, and with the number that we have under our CPF, we as the CPF and the police are coming now together. We want to actually increase the capacity of the CPF. We want to now change our times of the CPF whereby we actually patrol. So now we would now actually have shifts in terms of patrolling, because now the streets needs to be occupied by us, whether it's during the day, whether it's at night. We need to be on the streets late at night, around about your 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. The kids must be in their yards, so that all of those cars that we cannot identify, we can be able to deal with them, because now at the moment now is the kids on the streets, then it's those cars as well. We don't know exactly what's happening there. So once we can clear the kids on the streets, they get into their houses, we can know exactly what's happening on the streets. So now we're just clearing the streets late at night, and then we will be working hand in hand with our SAPS. Like yesterday, we had a meeting with our brigade, who promised us, he even gave us his number, personal numbers, that guys, even if you call me whenever you need help, please just call me personally. You need not to even call the police, just call me personally. I'll make sure that I do involve police. Police are there, they do assist you. So yes, I can say police officers are assisting us so much. And then the patrolling as well, we're working collectively with other patrollers from other locations. Your Ward 36, Ward 35, Ward 38, they're also here. So I'm very much glad with the outcome here. It seems like going forward here, we're not going to be experiencing such things anymore.
Yeah, I really hope so as well. It does seem like you've got a motivated community with your community policing forum. And as you say, the police are making themselves available. And that builds trust, so that when there is a crime, the community does not feel frightened to come forward and give leads to the police. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. That was Melusi Hlatshwayo, a Community Protection Forum Secretary in Soweto. Now,